substitute teachers. There's a new hire. Silence the phone, Pete. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, let me do that too.
Did I say that before the show?
I don't think so. It's all your fault, Troy.
It's all on me.
All I heard is he was doing great, so he just didn't look back from there.
We got distracted like we always do pre-show.
Blake's yelling at numbers at us and stuff. Like,
All right. Some substitute teachers in St. Johns County say they're considering walking away from the classroom. This is all because of worries over potential pay cuts. This month, St. Johns County School District began outsourcing substitute teacher hiring to Kelly Services, a staffing agency already used in Clay and previously used in Duval. Wow, if it wasn't good enough for Duval, do we need to be doing it? No, but that move has sparked concern. Substitutes say Kelly Services announced its plans to cut the $20 Monday and Friday pay bonus that the district has traditionally offered. It's a move that some fear will drive experienced subs away. According to the district's current structure, substitutes are paid $15 an hour and $20 an hour for long-term roles. But under Kelly's new plan, it would cut long-term pay to $15, and only retired teachers would be eligible for $18 an hour. So it doesn't get up to that. Still doesn't get up to that 20. Connie Forstensen, a retired teacher with 28 years of experience, says the change could push loyal subs out of the way. She says, I think it's going to be a deterrent. She went on to say, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I think teachers are going to say it's time to throw in the towel. Yeah. Well, I had a couple teachers I wish would have thrown in the towel during their tenure when I was in school. Despite these concerns, Kelly Services will still bill the district $19 to $23 per hour for each substitute's time. Detail that some are questioning where the money is going. Well, it's going back to Kelly Staffing.
Yeah, it's a staffing company. Do they not know how that works? Yeah, they have overhead. They pay them payroll. There's tons of reasons why, and that's not even a lot of a markup. So they're mad at a staffing service. Yeah, they're the middleman.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a substitute teacher, you choose not to use that service.
I think that's the only service they can use.
It's contracted through the school district.
It sounds like that, but
that's who's going to be calling you. That's who's going to be. And
I understand. Okay, so they subbed it out to them, and then they're changing it. I got you.
The ones that are assigning like who's coming. When I substituted for like 2 springs, after my junior and senior year, and they would call you in the morning and say, "Hey, you accept, you don't accept," and you go, "I don't accept," or depending on what you were doing that day. I mean, and sometimes they called as late as like an hour right before school.
Right.
Oh wow!
And things happen, so the teacher didn't show up that morning. You let them know. I could see that.
Up with the flu or something.
Absolutely.
Like that, and they're trying to get you.
So I see it.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know if this is going to hurt or not. These are a lot of times it's people trying to get teaching positions, so they're not doing it for the money.
No,
anyway.
they're doing it to
build some rapport with the school that they want to work at,
right? Okay. And show up when they're needed.
So
and
I don't know if this is going to hurt. It sounds like a good protection for the school district. So I don't know. I don't see how it hurts.
Why are they farming it out to somebody else and not having resources in place to take care of it themselves?
Because that's more people. They don't have to claim that person as a staffing person, and it probably saves them on insurance wise and employee tax.
Because the school district, school district doesn't have to be.
I see the incentive for the school district, but I'm talking about as somebody that's looking at the school district to do a job. That's like if I paid you to do something and then you had hired Pete to do it, and then I'm still paying the job.
You're still showing up at that school and you're developing that relationship with that school. So like Pete's the principal, I'm the substitute. If I'm not substituting there, I'm never going to get a chance to meet Pete.
No, I get the draw and the need to like try out essentially, but it's kind of crazy that they're having a position of, I feel, of importance of a teacher and only paying them something that anyone else in town's making at Home Depot, Eckerd's. Eckerd's is not around, but CVS.
Yeah, where'd you get Eckerd's from?
Kroger and the old Woolworth downtown.
Scotty's.
Scotty's.
They make the same amount of that as Scotty's.
I don't know. That's just interesting. Cool. Well,
and maybe that's what happened to Eckerd's.
Yeah, they got
right.
Kelly's work source came in there. Labor finders.
The contract going to run through June of 2029. And while questions about the bonus cuts remain unanswered, the district is defending the partnership. In a statement, they said, "We are confident this partnership with Kelly Education will improve fill rates and bring greater stability to our schools. Their added benefits and training opportunities will help attract and retain quality guest teachers." They say until those details are clarified, substitute teachers are left wondering if their pay and their value are being cut from the equation. It's a tough job, substitute teaching.
Yeah.
Boy, we used to give substitute teachers hell.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like, if you saw a substitute in
It was
class,
game
you're like,
on.
okay, baby, game
Yes.
on. We're going to have some fun in this class today. This guy doesn't know who the hell I am.
Well, I planned on being a teacher until I substituted.
Oh, yeah.
I had, and it had nothing to do with the kids. I realized I don't have a strong enough bladder to be a teacher.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Sit there for hours on end.
You sit there for hours, and you guys know the singer from the '80s. His name was Terrence Trent D'Arby. You remember?
Sounds
He
familiar.
sang the song "Wishing Well," and
Okay.
and he had a couple hits here. He was very popular over in England. But his mom, I was in her class, and she was out for like 3 days. So I had the class for the 3 days. On day 2 is when I realized I wasn't going to be a teacher. It was a portable. It was way far out. It was middle school. So I couldn't leave the class. And I had to go pee. I had to call
That walkie-talkie people in.
the office in front of the entire class and say, I got to go pee. And where this portable was, it's not like in between classes I could have ran and done it.
Right, made it happen. It's far out.
I had to go. And that's when I decided, nope, I'm
Not
going
for
in
me. I'm going to the park so I can piss in the woods.
And I was already working at the park system.
Really?
That's
That made
when I
your
was like,
choice
okay,
easy?
That's now my career.
That's
But
awesome.
I was going to be a high school baseball coach. And then I was like, nope, not teaching.
Yeah, no.
So literally, they have the best bladders.
Yeah, I never even thought of that. It's funny. I never even saw my teacher get up. Obviously, it was in between classes or whatever. But
I
yeah,
guess so.
they were always standing in the paint.
And if any teachers out there, watching, they know they're like, yep, that's true.
Hey,
So,
that's funny. The teacher struggle.
Never thought of that.
It was very much an epiphany for me where I was
Enlightening.
like, I was like so humiliated, like in front of these middle school kids, like,
I gotta go pee
Couldn't
too.
even hold it.
You're talk of the school.
Yeah. Substitute teachers.
Yeah, that was the good old days.
I never cared if I got in trouble with a substitute teacher because they send you to the dean's office. I wouldn't
You
go.
just go, yeah.
You just don't
I did that with regular teachers.
Me too.
Mhm.
But regular teachers at least would sometimes talk to the
follow
dean,
up.
although they pretty
Yes.
much never would.
You're
They
right.
still pretty much never would.
Yes.
But substitutes ain't following up with
No.
no dean. You just go and get in your car and leave.
I don't think I ever had to send anybody to the. I mean, like
You would have had to send me.
even middle school, and high school. No,
That's what's up.
you would have been up there hanging out with me.
Yeah, we would have been
You
hanging
would've
out and
been-
chilling.
I mean,
We would have been wrangling other
Me
kids.
and you,
Yeah.
my friend, would have been on different teams at that point.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I was
don't
going
know.
to lead
You-
my
you-
team
you-
to victory, and that meant laughter for
Yeah.
the whole class.
So no, I
That's
think
funny.
You didn't know me when I was mean.
Yeah, he used to be turned up too. That's
you would have
funny.
sent me to the dean's
Well,
office. and I
when we
would've
were
laughed.
kids in like middle school, I believe it was 6th grade, me and Marcos did it. We would come in class, you'd be the teacher, and whenever they call Pete's name, I'm Pete for the day.
Oh,
So
yeah,
as
yeah,
soon
yeah.
as she's writing down Pete Melfi won't listen and Pete Melfi won't do this, and Pete's me.
Yeah.
So Rick's getting up in class, and I got to go to the bathroom in a second. Rick gets up and walks out.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, we'd always get each other's names.
I wouldn't
in
give
trouble.
anybody else permission to be me.
Oh, no, we
Especially
did.
You.
We didn't care.
You would have got me in trouble.
Yeah, I did.
For sure.
Me and my buddy Marcos. Shout out Marcos. I think in one year we even switched names for the school year pictures. So in the yearbook, he's me and I'm him one year.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, when you had substitutes, you'd write, because you didn't always get the thing, so you'd have the kids write down their names of who was in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
And did you write down extra names down there, like
Yeah.
Seymour
That-
Butts?
that'd be cool, yeah. All of her clothes off.
Yeah.
Got him. Mike.
Yeah, we'll skip Mike.
Mike was a good guy.
Where is? If you don't know,
That was back in RB Hunt.
oh yeah,
Really was too. Hunt's catch up. Shout out RB Hunt. Shout out St. Augustine, man. I love St. Augustine. Growing up here when it was like back in the days was fun.
It was.
Now it's not.
I don't know how.
I don't know how they do it.
Kids today.
Kids and their Eckards.
They don't even have Eckards.
They don't even have Eckards.
These kids don't know. I used to walk back and forth to Eckards in the snow.
Yes, uphill both ways.
That one year it snowed.
We used to have a TCBY as well.
That's right. We did used to have a TCBY.
I was addicted to that.
Right there by
good
old
stuff.
Pizza, or where
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is right
Yeah,
now.
Pizza Hut is now, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can remember the taste of those not so fresh gummy bears. That
Oh, they're hard as rocks.
Yeah, man. The ice cream didn't help.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the worst topping to put on ice
Yeah.
cream. It's like gummy bears or candy.
Yeah, they just lock
like
up even
M&Ms,
harder.
It's like
Yeah.
too much. There's like
rocks.
more M&M than there is ice cream, and it's
You go
want
in
the
there
ice
and get samples of each one, and then you order the smallest cup.
You don't even order. All right, cool. I know what I want next time.
Half the size of what you already ate on the samples.
I'm pretty filled up.
Yep. Hacking the ice cream store. All right. Wish we could hack the gas pumps. Wouldn't that be nice to just be able to switch the gas price to 2
That's
cents?
a felony, though.
Well, if you get caught, it's a felony. All these rules you have, boy. I know, jeez.